What's going on, guys? Back in the Ride the Six garage again today. I'm still working on the MV Agusta mirror. I have not really had much success. I haven't had anybody yet that says, oh yeah, I know how to fix it. We know how to fix it. So yeah, I'm going to try one thing, guys. Even though I probably don't really want to do this, I'm actually going to try to remove the glass from the mirror. Without removing the glass from the mirror, you just do not have access inside the mirror, even to tighten that bolt down. So I had an idea. I've seen this work with decals and maybe tang protectors. Some good old dental floss, guys. From what I can see, this mirror is just double-sided tape on to the back plate. So we're just going to try to run the dental floss through the back of the mirror, and then I'm gently just going to try to pry the mirror off without breaking it. I don't know. I don't know what else to do, guys, at this point. So stay tuned. It's time to go to the dentist. Alright, so first things first, guys, let's get the mirror pushed all the way to the outside as far as we can. And then we're going to grab our dental floss. So we need to get this in behind the mirror on this side. And while trying to hold this mirror in place, I'm just going to try to slide the dental floss in behind the mirror to break the adhesive or break the dental floss, one of the two. Keep in mind it's going to cross the sharp edge of the mirrors, guys, so that's bound to happen with the dental floss. Something else that might work better than this would be like a fishing line. I've heard people doing similar stuff like this with a fishing line. But yeah, we'll give it a couple attempts, and then we're going to try to pry the glass out. It's really hot in here, and my hands are totally slipping. Yeah, okay, so it keeps breaking. Let's push the mirror the other way. I can see the mirror starting to come loose, guys, so let's go this way with the dental floss. I can see the mirror is half loose at this point, so it is working somewhat. Oh, we might have broke through, guys. Let's see. Now you want to be very careful with the glass. I've got a little flat blade screwdriver. I'm just going to gently, and I mean gently, try to push through to the other side to break the bond. There we go, guys. Mirror glass is out. So yeah, that's what's on the back. It's just some double-sided tape, and I think this is the way they put it on, because I can see there's a bolt here now. So if you got the mirror problem like I do, this is what you're going to have to do, guys. So be careful, put the mirror down. It may be sharp, don't cut your hands. I would suggest using gloves. I didn't really follow those safety precautions. Alright, so with the mirror safely out, we have one Phillips screw here. We're going to take this out. Now there are a bunch of washers and stuff on this, and it looks like a spring, so be careful, guys. It may shoot, it might fly out at you. Now let's see if we can get this piece out. Okay, there's the spring. Alright, guys, so yeah, there you go. So just pull it out. Yeah, this is the only way to get this apart, guys. There is a hole in the bottom here. Me and another person were thinking that, yeah, that hole was to get up here and unlock something. It is not. So the only way to get this mirror apart, guys, is to remove the glass. There is no other option. There's no hidden screws. There's no top secret thing that you have to do. You do have to take the mirror off and need to move the backing plate. Now I have access to the mirror. I can totally bolt this bolt back in right now. So there is the bolt that came loose inside the mirror. It's about an inch long, I would say, or maybe just under an inch long, and completely vibrated loose on the mirror. So what we're going to do, we're going to get some Loctite. We're going to tighten this back down, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so I just made a quick run on the MV Agusta over to Canadian Tire. I picked myself up some Permatex blue thread locker. I didn't want to grab the red stuff because the red stuff, I think once you put it in there, it's never coming out. And you never know, maybe I have to remove the mirror in the future. But anyways, it's blue. It says it's like a medium strength thread locker, and it says use where disassembly may be common. So we're going to try that out. Let's open that up. I love the way these things open. Look at that. Awesome. Alright, so there we go, a little bit of thread locker. So we're just going to cut the top off. There we go. Now, before you get started, this bolt is a 10mm bolt. So I just have a small socket wrench with a long extension piece to get down in the mirror. So let's put some blue Loctite on our bolt here. I don't know how much. I don't use a lot of Loctite, guys, to be honest, but I'm sure that's more than enough. Alright, so there we go. We got some Loctite on the bolt. Actually, it's probably quite a bit. Okay guys, get yourself a long socket extension. It's definitely going to make your life a lot easier. Okay, it's in there. Now I'm going to put the socket wrench on it. And we're going to tighten it up. Guys, there we go. The bolt's back in. Lots of blue Loctite. I was very generous on the blue Loctite. I don't ever want to have to take this mirror out again. So just so you know what the inside of your MV Agusta F3 and probably F4 mirror looks like. That's what it looks like. You got your 2-wire coming in for your signal light. Nothing fancy there. You got your bolt way down in the back. That bolt way down in the back there is what holds the mirror to the bike. I've tightened it down pretty good and I've Loctited it so it's not going anywhere. You got this little, I guess, round thing in the center. There's three screws, and that's what your mirror swivels on. So if something's broken, that's probably the piece that's probably going to break first out of everything, I would say. Alright, so it's time to put the mirror backplate back in. It is keyed, like there's a little square key that this thing will sit in. It only kind of goes in one way, guys, so just kind of push it in there, get it seated. Let's throw our spring back on, and let's get our Phillips head screw with the washer. Let's start threading this in by hand first. And let's tighten this down. Now I don't know how hard to tighten this down, but I would expect the more you tighten this down, the stiffer your mirror is going to be to move. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. No, like I say, no one's ever done a video on this. I'm the first person that's ever done this, to my knowledge. There's no videos online. There's not much help anywhere as how to do this, fix this mirror. So I'm actually going to tighten it in the whole way. You don't want to over tighten it. It is just plastic. You'll probably strip it. Yeah, so you can see, like, as I tighten that, it definitely gets harder to move the mirror. So find a spot that you're comfortable with where the mirror's not going to vibrate loose or vibrate out of position. And I think that's pretty good there. The mirrors are pretty stiff to move on this bike anyways, so. Alright, so the next step is putting the glass back in the mirror. Alright, good morning guys. So yeah, we're still working on the mirror. I've had a couple problems getting a hold of a couple glass companies. Like, you call them but they don't answer the phone, you leave a message, they don't call you back. So I called Apple Auto Glass here yesterday. They're going to glue my the mirror back in the bike, and then our mirror's got to be prepared. Alright guys, stay tuned, we'll show you the finished result. They were able to use the urethane and stuff to put my mirror back on the back plate. So our mirror repair on the MV Agusta is technically finished. He said it sets up pretty quick. It's set up in about half an hour. I've been waiting about half an hour just to let it cure a little bit. But we got some tape and stuff on the mirror too, just to make sure it's not going to fall out or it's going to stay in place for a little bit. But yeah, anyways guys, thanks for watching. This is how you fix your MV Agusta F3 or F4 mirror if it falls off the bike. And this is the last step of the process. You could double-sided tape it if you want, but I chose to go with Apple Auto Glass. And the best thing was, guys, they didn't even charge me to do the work. So I'm going to probably bring my car in here and get them to check the glass on the car. Alright guys, thumbs up, subscribe, and stay tuned to the channel. There's a lot of more stuff coming. But yeah, we got a fixed MV Agusta mirror. I can ride this thing again. Peace guys.